out here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw here. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Kamara with a call on first down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Pierce. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 6. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down. Here's
Jones. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
He will push his way down to about the 14. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure when we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now a throw here, hauled in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when every...
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Past the 20. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away.